This is a special presentation of AreaCable.com and the Area Guides Network, produced by CraigShipp.com with special guests from around the globe. I'm Peter McDermott, and now on to our featured presentation.
Okay, Glenn, so go ahead and take it away.
Hi people, this is MovieRiff, and what we're going to do is, with the accompaniment of my fellow riffer, Daniel Poth. Say hi.
Hi.
We're going to try to endure the one of the early 50s movies, Catwomen of the Moon. So sit back and enjoy or endure. And at the helm is Craig Shipp. Say hi. Okay, and hopefully this will be one of many, and I hope you enjoy it, and if you don't, keep it to yourself. All right, here we go.
Catwoman of Mars just seemed silly.
Trouble. Oh, Sonny Tufts and Victor Joy. Oh, this is going to be good.
I liked them.
Weren't they a comedy team at one point?
Comedy, burlesque, what's the difference, really?
Now, see, how can you lose with a movie that stars the Hollywood cover girls?
For some reason, the audio on the movie seems lower
David
than...
Cummins, in no way related to Creative Commons.
Or the Boston Commons?
Yep, no relation.
Glenn, for some reason, the audio on the movie sounds lower than you two.
You have to click the thing up. Click the volume up.
Yeah, you might have to, the YouTube button, you have to click up.
Okay. Okay.
Man has been face to face with them for centuries. He is barely able to penetrate their unknown secrets. Sometimes
Yes, people, MovieRiff is under construction, so bear with
the
us.
barrier will be pierced.
Okay, the volume's okay now.
Why not?
The picture, not so much. Phallic symbols away!
You are so Freudian. Oh, and speaking of Freudian...
You know, those butt clenches were just not a good idea, Roger.
I think they're enjoying this way, way too much.
White Sands calling Moon Rocket 4, code 63. Can you hear us? White Sands calling Moon Rocket 4, code 63.
We can, but I don't want to talk to you anymore, John.
White Sands calling Moon
Who's the guy with the long hair?
63. Can you show any sign of recognition?
The 1950s, the only era in which man traveling through space at great velocities could be considered dull.
White Sands calling Moon Rocket 4, code 63. Can you hear
Well,
us?
you know, they gotta aim for something. White Sands calling, you're not even listening to us, are you? Why don't we even try?
Any sign of recognition? White
You know,
Sands
if you're
calling
not going to
Moon
put
Rocket
any
4,
energy into
code
this
63.
relationship, White Sands, we're just going to not talk to you anymore.
Well, what do you know?
It's dull.
Yep, it's dull. You know, before the trip, well, you know, she wasn't a woman. Long trip.
Telephone, Commander. Shall I say you're out?
Help the others.
Space
All right,
is
just
funny
leave
that
beauties
way,
at the
yes.
deck. Every man a tiger. Let's go. You all right, Helen?
Sure, Kip. Thanks.
I'll just unstrap you here.
Hey, what's wrong with strapless? I was a man once.
We made it.
Made it where?
So last time he was on the ground? What's the big deal?
Oh, brother. Am I going to collect some bets?
Just like a woman.
White Sands to Moon Rocket 4, code 63. Come in.
Tell them there's no one here but us space people.
First, I want your initial reports. Remember,
Office chairs of the future!
and not a stunt. Are we on
Oh,
course,
you
Helen?
boys just do some work. I'm
Are you
preening.
sure?
Quite. You know, lad, I
Hey,
have
who's the guy with
a
tits?
feeling as though all this has happened before.
White Sands to Moon Rocket
Yeah,
4,
you've been in
code
another
63.
movie
Come
just
in.
like this. They were not creative in the
Rocket
50s.
4 to White Sands. Granger speaking. Can you hear me?
Can we hear you? Come in.
We have passed the 2,000-mile level. Are traveling in space.
What? Can we hear you? It's been the last 2 freaking hours we're trying to get a hold of you.
Motor smooth. Fuel consumption 0.865. Temperature density of atom chamber unchanged.
And other things
Nitrate
as
pictate
well.
acid secure. We will report again at 1400. Over and out.
Wait a minute, Commander. There's a world...
Eggs scrambled.
Are you all right? Could we have a few words from the crew?
No.
Oh, come on, lad. Don't be stuffy.
All right, speak from your stations, but be brief. No.
Hey, I said over and out. What part of it you don't understand?
The next voice you hear will be Kip Reisner, co-pilot.
All I gotta say is watch out for that first step. It's a pip.
Helen Salinger, navigator. Hello, Alpha. We're on our way.
Yeah, that's what happens when you do a lot of marijuana before you get in space.
For sure.
I want to see the other pips, and then maybe we'll see Gladys
Hang on,
Knight.
folks. That new lubrication by the Delphite Oil Company sure turned the trick. Over to you, White Sands. That plug ought to make a couple of grand, huh?
I'm not even touching that.
Over and out.
Hold on, Rocket 4, code 63. We want to switch you over to Washington and General Rayburn.
Members of Atomic Rocket Crew 4, our congratulations on your magnificent achievement. You are embarked on a...
God, nag, nag, nag. Jeez, get off.
And now we're going to send you over to Mrs. Johnson's 3rd grade class.
10 hours flight ahead of you.
You're doing a great job.
Ingenuity that made this
I wish I was a fireman.
There must now be added your skill, your courage.
Oh, gee, you.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Something's
Roman
bent in
candle.
our rear section. The atomic chamber.
Of the future.
Radiation going up fast.
Must be a
Of the
meteor.
past.
Take it?
Future.
Centrifugal
Past.
force will dislodge it.
Now the Admiral's circling.
You know, those clocks on the wall are to show moon time.
Yeah, moon time. Of the future.
Of the past.
I think the music thinks this is a more exciting movie.
I played this game on Atari.
Nice work, Laird.
Paying
Asteroids!
more attention to our work, this might not have happened. Doug, didn't the meteor appear on the view screen?
I don't know, sir. I was listening to the...
Exactly. Well,
You know, considering they're in a small tube in the middle of vacuumless space, or in the middle of the vacuum of space, they're quite calm about being struck by a meteor.
we work with confidence.
Well, you know, if it hasn't happened to you, you really can't gauge exactly how exciting it will be.
I'm trying, sir, but there's no pip. I'm afraid I'm out of business. Commander,
We're out of
the atom
pips,
chamber.
sir!
The nitric acid.
Contact Gladys Knight!
Must have broken.
The acid reaches the fuel chamber will explode, won't we?
Turn on the water line. That'll neutralize it.
Nothing happened, sir.
There's just no pip!
It won't work, sir.
It's got to work.
Set destination for
Check that obstruction.
train to Georgia.
We'll burn through that suit in 1 minute flat.
I'll just need 59 seconds. I hope.
Come back here.
You only get 58.
Now, see, music, this is damn exciting.
You know, it's nice of NASA to go to the local high schools and get their lockers. Really budget thinking.
Hey, they spared no expense. Okay, they didn't spare any expense.
Alright, now you're not coming out of that steam room until you've lost at least 5 pounds. Oh man, you're saying that was all BO? God almighty.
God, I hope he can stop the leak in the dry ice room. Meanwhile, back at the Felix symbol.
Your 58 seconds are up. Haha, you lose.
Yeah, what happened to Sector 3 and 4? This keeps up, it'll be in the end. It'll be in the beginning of a Whitesnake video. That's not the time I have. What do you have?
10:49. Gyro control measured in zeros.
Now, what happens if you have normal danger?
Well, then Will Robinson does not have to come out.
Isn't there like a clock with the really bad danger?
He's done it. It's
Well,
under
the
control.
problem is, in black and white, you don't have the startling red lines. That would come later with Technicolor.
Wait, watch that. Oh, don't trip! Ah! I can't breathe, but I lost 20 pounds.
Oh man, that was the best hotbox ever. Oh man, I had the weirdest dream about Funyuns.
Every man a tiger. Let's go.
And you were there, and Toto.
You must have skin like a rhinoceros. It didn't even blister.
We can't all be beautiful. Is Laird sore? After all, I did go over his head.
Well, he gave us another lecture on discipline. He's right, you know, Kip. We came only this far because we did it by the book.
Some things aren't in the book.
Like
I'm
love.
okay, go and talk to Laird. Go on, after all, you're his girl.
So all that and he injured his thumb?
The only relation I have with Laird is a scientific one. This is no time to pamper with the emotions.
Yeah, he's a
Bet you got that
huge
from him.
wuss.
It's true.
It's hooey. You can't turn love on and off like a faucet. Believe me, baby, if I ever fell in love with you, I'd chase you across the world, around the moon,
And you can't hurry,
and
love.
way stations in between.
I'm sorry, I only like masculine men.
All right, hero. I'll go talk to Laird. But if you don't mind, it'll only be about our landing.
Oh, just about the landing, okay.
You two make a great team. Strong mind and strong back.
That guy's a wuss.
View screen should be okay now, sir.
Thanks, Doug. Helen.
It's Chad, you idiot.
Alpha?
On the radio, you said, Alpha, we're on our way.
I don't remember saying that.
Probably just a touch of space madness. You know, there's one school of thought that we'd all go insane.
Alpha.
Beta.
Maybe it's a sorority dream.
I don't know, something to think.
You better pick your
Q
landing.
Strauss.
Start figuring.
I already have. We're on course.
That's what I call a navigator.
It's a valley on the dark side of the moon.
Peter Strauss, not Johann.
The dark side? But how could you possibly know anything about the dark side? All man has ever seen is the bright side.
Well,
Oh
the bright
man, you have
side
not
cuts
been
across
listening to
part
my
of this valley.
albums.
You can just barely see it on the photographs.
Why, there. We'd plan to study the bright side and...
It's just us and them.
The dark side.
Please, Laird. This is a perfect landing place. Believe me. I don't know why I know it, but...
Hey, I'm right here. No one's looking. Hey, look, I'm a moon, look.
You're the navigator. We'll take a look at it anyway. Please take your stations, please. We're coming in.
So they're in space, they're highly trained astronauts, they're on their way to the moon, and they're going on women's intuition. Good luck, guys.
Yeah, nothing bad will happen.
Millions of dollars spent on the craft and the research. Telemetry, physics, Newtonian mechanics. And they're landing on women's intuition.
Hey, but they do have desk chairs and really comfortable cots.
And lockers.
Tethers off. Stabilize
And really bad matte paintings.
Unbuckle now.
Nice picking, Helen.
I knew it was the right place.
Someday I'm going to ask you how.
Sir, we haven't landed yet. Sir?
Check the ship, do a repair job if necessary.
Well, let's make some findings. We're on the moon, not in a machine shop.
We're approaching the moon at like 80 kilometers a second. Could you maybe like...
Grab some slate and then we'll look the
no, you're
ship
fine.
over.
Okay, but I'd feel a lot better if I was sure we were ready to take off at a moment's notice.
Why?
It's my Navy background. In any engagement, be prepared to disengage.
Well, this isn't the Navy. Come on, Doug. Help me into my suit.
Now, if this was the Navy, there'd be 4 dudes singing.
These shoes are heavy.
If this is Navy, there'd be water.
You won't notice it when you get outside. I want everybody to check everybody else's equipment.
And try not to laugh, because I know we look ridiculous.
Because of the absolute cold in the dark side. And when you get out there, remember, stay on the dark side.
Without any oxygen, what can you possibly want with cigarettes?
I feel more at home carrying them.
About as silly as that gun, Kip. You know there's no life in the
You know, if they bang heads together, those suction cups may not get loose.
Not to, Laird. Either we're on a scientific expedition
They
or
double
we're a
as
bunch of
Garfield
Boy
window
Scouts
stickers in
on
their
an
off
outing.
time.
I agree with you, Helen, but I guess it won't do any hurt. There's too much infantile rheumatism.
When did she become a whiner?
Well, I guess I'd better leave this behind then. I was going to do this outside,
Yes,
but I guess I
do.
can wait. What are those? First letters from the moon. I even got my own cancellation stamp. Ought to be worth a couple of $100 a piece. Why didn't you make up about 50 of them? Brings the price down, boy. Stamps has got to be rare.
Lunchables of the future!
All set, sir.
I'll go first. You wait here.
I'm proud that the first human beings to set foot on the moon were morons.
And action. Action.
Yeah.
What is that? One small mosey for mankind?
You know, even in space, they had their pants hiked up to their belly buttons.
It works. Come ahead.
Yes, in space, no one can hear you giggle. Oh, great. It's going to take the rest of the movie for that thing to go up.
It's like Grandma's stair chair.
I'm definitely not on a set.
Welcome to beautiful the moon.
Great. Everything here is black and white. Now, day 2.
Oh God, who invited that guy?
Hey! Hey! Did you get on the moon? Oh, this is cool! Okay, you can all come, but leave the flute player.
200,000 miles away we were. Yet we knew it would be like this.
We'll head that way.
Any particular reason?
There's a cave in the side of the crater over there. I noticed as we were
Oh!
in.
Buried treasure, perhaps.
Kip, would you mind very much if we did operate by the book for a while?
Whatever the commander says.
Single file.
Commander says, lift your left leg. Lift your right leg. Ah, Commander didn't say.
Do the hokey pokey with all your might!
You know, if they were doing jump and shout in here, someone could seriously injure themselves. Head right out into orbit.
And speaking of... Sparklers of the future!
Well, that was, not worth commenting about, apparently.
Okay, that was fun. Next.
Hey, boss,
Here we are,
did you,
dividing them.
you know, there was a shiny thing that
May
just,
not seem like much to us.
you know,
but if
we're not
you
going to
wanna
talk
pick me
about
up
this
on
at
those
all, are
silly
we?
cigarettes, I'll show you something.
Don't worry, it doesn't seem like much to us either. Oh great, this won't go wrong. A cigarette on the moon. Sorry, I don't smoke.
You know, now we need an Adopt-a-Moon society just to clean that up.
Excuse me, but this is the non-smoking side of the moon?
So we're
There it
supposed to
is.
feel what here?
Just like Helen said.
Drowsiness? Okay, if Helen has all the answers, why isn't she the commander?
Ah, come on, Kip, we don't have to get that formal.
Well, I only wanted to point out that from the angle the ship entered the crater, it would have been impossible for Miss Salinger to spot that cave.
You know, I'm thinking those elaborate
You mean she
helmets
just
would probably
guessed
work
it?
better without the huge open
Guess
grill
a
in the middle of their
landing spot on
faces.
the dark side of the moon. I suppose she could guess a cave.
What are you driving at?
I don't know. But I'll guarantee
In
you
fairness,
it's
their
in the
lung
book.
capacity is amazing.
Come on.
Yes, and their costumes are fabulous.
Magnificent.
It's a rock.
Might as well.
In a hard
Wait a
place.
minute. Wouldn't it be wise for someone to stay behind and guard the ship?
I don't think anybody will take it.
Guard the ship
Helen.
from what? You're on the
Helen.
moon.
Stay right where you are. I don't want to lose anybody.
exactly as I dreamed it. Or
So
did I?
basically, Helen's the Wesley Crusher of the voyage here. She knows everything.
It's pretty weird. Have you had enough? If you're tired, we can go back.
No. We go on this way.
Did you have nuts? What? Hey, don't bump the fake formations.
Stalagmites of the moon!
Is it stalagmites or stalactites? I always get that mixed up.
Somebody miscalculated on these boots, lad. They're far too heavy.
God, we've been walking for 3 minutes. I'm beat.
Lad. Look! Moisture! How can there be water without atmosphere?
Did he just say oyster?
This may be something that only looks like water. Scientists doesn't know enough.
An oyster.
The rain.
On the moon.
This is atmosphere.
How can there be water without an oyster?
Why it's hard for us to walk. Where there's atmosphere, there's got to be gravitational pull to hold it. Even I know that. We'll go back and get our instruments. That won't be necessary.
You know, if they find a walrus and there's no Beatles riff, I'm leaving.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
It's burning! That means oxygen!
Oh, again with the cigarette?
Or horrible, horrible methane. John, you check.
It's air, all right.
Hey, does anybody smell gas?
Wait till I tell him I was the first man to breathe on
Alright,
the
I
moon.
refuse to believe
Maybe we
these
can
are
bottle
Americans.
stuff for
This
sale.
must be, like,
Moon
Canadians'
mist for chronic
finest.
coughs and asthma.
What, Mission McKinsey or something?
Well, lad, you'll have to
Oh.
put that wasn't in the book. How do you figure it? That makes
Guys, you just missed the shadow of something. Guys, shadow.
That's curious. Magnetic field on the dark side could exert a gravitational pull, a special one. Of course, we don't
I'm
verify.
talking out of my ass.
This is a natural decompression chamber, isn't it, sir?
We're almost at the end.
How do you know we're almost at the end?
Because this is the end, my friend.
Well, it stands to reason. The air isn't stuffy, so there must be an opening nearby.
No. By my count, you got at least 40 more minutes.
Well, I know one thing that goes with me. This. Where there's oxygen, there can be
I
life.
call her Vera.
And where there's life, there's death.
There you go again, Kip. Why is it that the unknown always frightens people? Why can't we expect love and friendship instead of death?
I'm all for love and friendship.
And where there's a floor, there's ground.
Now, if you don't mind, Laird, I'll take the lead.
But I do mind, Kip. In fact, I was about to suggest that you bring up the rear.
Hey. Oh, we just met at the line. Okay.
Peekaboo! A unicorn spider? Hi, we'd like to welcome you to the moon. Hey!
And thus, the great human Muppet War began.
Hey, we're looking for little Miss Muffet. You got a problem with that? Okay, so much for the red carpet welcome.
Help me, I'm being attacked by a giant plush droid!
Helen.
Okay, I'm staying down. Jeez, take a hint.
Easy does it. We killed him.
Isn't it
It's just
funny?
me. Yeah, I know!
I knew about everything but this. Forgive me, Kip. I'm so sorry I was cross with you.
You all right, Helen?
Yes. Just let me rest a little.
Walt, you come with me. We're going back and guard those spacesuits. The rest of you follow as soon as Helen can walk. Doug, take this.
You can fight off any other SOUSs.
Okay. Go ahead.
I don't think they exist.
Come on. Let's go. Let's look around.
She's almost been killed twice. She's fine now.
She can take it because she's... Well, she's a woman. Uh-oh. Good evening. It's either Gary Oldman or Alfred Hitchcock. Okay, it's definitely not Alfred Hitchcock.
What happened?
She was just being friendly.
Nothing. I just opened my eyes and missed you. I'm all right now. Should we go on?
Kip and Wall have gone back to suits.
I don't know, it was like 5 minutes and my hand said, ah!
Why back?
I think we've had enough for one day.
No. You've been listening to Kip. He's just afraid.
I don't think Kip was afraid of anything, Helen, but we don't know what's ahead.
Well, I'll tell you.
Kip's afraid of low pants.
Adventure, discovery, knowledge. Isn't that why we came?
Of course, but another day.
Now, if you don't want to come with me, I'll
I'm
go
afraid
all
of
alone.
clowns.
You listen to me. I'm still commander of this
Everyone's
expedition.
afraid
You're
of
not my
clowns.
commander. I know where I want to go, and I'm going there.
Helen, what's cutting into you?
Take your hands off me.
Granger, they're gone.
The spacesuits? You must have missed them.
They're gone, all right, Commander.
We went back to the place we left them. There were marks in the sand as if they'd been dragged away, just to make sure we checked.
Did I
back
mention they're
as far as we
gone?
could.
They're gone. They're gone, I say.
But without suits, we're trapped.
Unless we
Yeah,
find
they were
the
confiscated by the fashion police.
That settles the argument Laird and I were having. If we can't go back, the obvious thing to do is go forward.
You see.
The Joker took them?
So, Helen?
I am.
Joe. Will you look at that
There
matte
it is.
painting? Ugh, gorgeous.
You said that as if you...
The matte painting. Yeah, I know.
It ain't true. There can't be another world in the bowels of the moon.
That's exactly what it is.
No, don't be silly. She said there it is many times. There. And the end. Anybody for a game of chess?
You look at this spittoon. Wow.
Cold.
Oh, good. Put your hand in it. That's good.
Many years, perhaps centuries. Probably an extinct civilization.
Took some form
And the
of
joke's on you. It wasn't a fire.
Of course it did. In a very high form to build a place like this.
You seem to know all about it. What do they look like?
Hey, come here.
Did they have pips?
Pips again?
Look, it's all ready for lighting.
Bring your cigarettes and matches?
I told you I didn't feel at home without them.
Yeah, screw that. Did you bring the ribs?
Better. I was getting a mighty lonely feeling.
Helen. Helen, I asked you a question.
What?
You seem to know this place was here. What else do you know?
Nothing.
They're a bunch of hooligans. I mean, they light everything on fire when they get to the moon.
Did you dream who stole our spacesuits?
Of course not. I grant you, Kip, this is something we didn't foresee. But let's not lose our sense
Oh
of
my God, I just said
Somebody
hooligans.
stole our suits. And that somebody must still be around here.
Hey! You out there! Hey! You out there!
That guy sounds lost.
Hey!
Come on, Doc.
This is lame.
Let's look around.
Hey! This is lame.
Hey, teachers, leave those kids alone. Uh-oh. Watch out.
Whoa, she got Grinch eyes.
Hey!
Oh my god, attacked by Martha Graham!
The 95-pound woman! Too powerful! Oh yeah, baby,
What
you
happened?
can assault
Something
me
jumped.
any
What sort of
day.
thing? I couldn't tell. It jumped on my back and tried to get at my throat.
Where's Helen?
I don't know, but I caught a glimpse of her during the fight, and she was just standing there watching.
Helen!
Helen does a lot of watching.
Helen! Helen!
A fire!
Oh, I've done that trick before.
Helen! Spread out quickly.
Spread out.
No, spread. Oh, oink.
I got one over here!
Let's have a look at it.
I guess that's the closest we'll get to a cat fight.
Anything in the book?
Well,
about
that just
Professor?
pulled my pants up.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Kip.
Well, you can believe this. They were definitely after this gun. From here on, we stick together so they can't pick us off one by one. I've got a hunch Helen will be back. We'll wait. We'll give her 1 hour.
I'm still in command here, Kip.
That's right, Laird.
No, you've only got
Separate
15
and go
minutes.
fight for Helen.
Sorry.
We will.
No.
Oh, dear God!
I am here, Alpha. It has been a long journey, Helen.
It's curtains for you.
This is my second in command, Beta. And this is Lambda. The
Have
others you will
tea.
meet in time.
We have knitting
There's
magazines
still
over
so
here.
much I don't understand.
This is the 1950s extraterrestrial version of a Stitch and Bitch.
See, I told you it was a sorority.
Ask anything. Well, I still can't be sure whether you're speaking my language or
ask me.
yours. We need no language, Helen. We can project our thoughts long distances, as you well know. Someday we will teach you.
We're speaking Yiddish.
In the
What do you
meantime,
think?
we will speak your tongue, just as we speak Oliver's tongues.
Remember that our generation predates yours by centuries.
Yes. What you
And
talked
speaking
about
of tongues-
celestial navigation made me look like quite a genius. But why me, Alpha, and not the others?
We have no use for men.
What Beta means is that we have no contact or control over them, as we do among ourselves. It seemed rather difficult to get a crew entirely composed of women. We decided to concentrate
So,
on
to sum up,
with your
moon
wisdom.
Amazons.
How is it you never came
Yep.
to us on Earth? Our ancestors made one.
But so far, not really cat women,
When they
per se.
discovered that the atmosphere around us was beginning to disappear, they decided to conserve oxygen. Do you know what that meant? Maximum energy
Meant that
reduction.
you had less oxygen?
Planned genocide to reduce population.
Mm.
Then, when we discovered we were only postponing the inevitable, it was too late. Our only hope was that a spaceship would come to us. And now that we're here, you will take back only 3 of us. We 3. Only women? We have no men.
What about us?
But my knowledge is limited to navigation. Can you run the ship without them? They will teach us how. But you said you had no control over them.
Show us their weak points. We'll take care of the rest.
It's strange.
No, it's
Should
not.
know what happens to them.
Suddenly it's turned to that kind of movie.
Yet I don't. No. You see, we don't care. And you are one of us.
All right,
But,
Kip.
so you don't care
1
either.
hour. You were wrong.
Wait a minute. I hear so.
I don't care.
Guns here says that it's only half past. Quick, follow the mobile music!
Somewhere there's a jewelry box.
Where have you been?
I've been trying to convince them we're
Oh, just chilling with my sisters.
You know, Kip, it was your gun that frightened them. I promised them you'd put it away.
An unpromise. This gun stays out until they produce the spacesuits. Try to convince them of that.
Have no fear.
Yeah, and put the pistol away,
Your suits
too.
are safe and will be returned to you at the end of your visit.
Helen, they speak English.
Theirs is an ancient culture, Laird. Their communication system is far in advance to ours.
You want to be friends? Then bring the
They
spacesuits
call
here
it
now.
Esperanto.
Oh, don't be a bore. It's all right, my dear. I understand. Your suits will be returned to you in the morning, Lieutenant.
Good. That's when I'll start being friendly.
Pay no attention to him. He's only the co-pilot. Commander Granger.
He's such a bore.
And head of our expedition.
And those outfits
Doug
better be
Smith,
freshly
our
pressed,
operator,
too.
And Walt Walters is our engineer. I don't know all of their names yet, but this is Alpha, Lambda, and Beta.
And most important of all, here is food.
Where? I don't see anyone named Food.
Yes.
Oh,
They seem to have mastered the
okay.
art of mental telepathy. I don't understand it yet myself, but she was sending me messages all the way.
Should we take
They
a
seem
chance?
to know Latin? What's
Why
the deal?
not? Delicious. Tastes a little like honeydew melon.
What? Snackalicious!
Come on, try it.
May we serve you, Earthmen?
Thanks.
Come, sit
Oh,
down.
food.
Delighted.
Ooh, twins. Welcome to the planet Bow Chicka Wow Wow.
You know, it's just sad when it's just a man and his gun.
Come on, Kip, it's great.
I brought my dinner with me.
Rations? You must be nuts.
Do you like our spider entrails?
Yes, sir. This is a nice layout.
You can tell he's honest and forthright because of that pencil-thin Dudley mustache.
I wonder what the folks back
Who am I thinking of?
They knew I was having dinner with a beautiful moon.
Do you have a special Earth girl?
Dudley Do-Right?
No.
No, his nemesis.
How about you?
Snidely Whiplash.
There you go.
Incidentally, where are your menfolk?
You're the first man I've ever seen.
Oh, we mate and then eat them.
Ours
Like
died
your
off when we were
earth-praying
still a child.
mantises.
Gee, it's a lucky thing we came along. Oh, I mean,
And I have to say, I'm very let down.
I mean, I'm sorry about your menfolk, Lambda. I didn't mean any other way.
I understand, Doug.
I mean, your menfolk. Sorry, I am. Yes.
Wait, you're telling me you're a man? Somebody put the game on.
Wow, look at me with those sexy eyes. Yeah, baby.
Hey, she's got Betty Davis eyes.
But after the navigator has set the course, how do you adjust this automatic pilot?
Well,
Oh,
that's
great.
complicated.
Litter the
Besides,
moon.
it's restricted information. But, let's talk about your people. I want to know how that girl Lambert disappeared from right under our noses, and how you were able to contact Helen before we even hit the moon.
Well, see, she ran away, and you're just incredibly stupid.
But if you will explain the one, I would at least try to indicate how we have achieved complete control over our bodies and minds.
It's something we learned from watching reruns of Bewitched.
Sure you understand, but I'm under orders.
As you wish. Some of our wine?
We only half roofie it because you're a
You
guest.
wouldn't have any small works of art that I could take.
More
home
lizard
as a
urine?
souvenir, would you?
You may have this.
Thanks. I was admiring it. What's it made of?
You have no metal on Earth to compare.
We call these things slave bracelets. They're made out of gold sometimes.
Gold? Why?
For the carriage trade. Plenty expensive.
Gold. But it's so common.
Gold common?
The carriage
We don't
trade?
even bother to dig it.
You mean it just hangs around loose?
There's a place near here where there's more gold than you could carry away in your rocket ship in 100 years.
I don't believe it. At least not until you
Well, considering how long it takes to get up that ramp, I'd say that's
make
about
a
right.
bargain with you. You take me aboard your rocket ship, I'll show you the cave of gold.
Skipper wouldn't buy it. Just wouldn't go for it. Besides, we need those spacesuits to get out of that tunnel.
Hey, you know what these guys are?
Spacesuits are.
Rocket Man!
A cave full of real gold. And you'd keep it a secret? Just between us? You wouldn't tell anybody?
Or on
You can
Saturday
trust
nights,
me,
you
I'm an
go out
extraterrestrial.
to dance, drink.
Who's nothing like a cat.
I'd like the driving down to the beach best.
Sex.
Stretching out on the sand. Just a boy and a girl together. And maybe we
Well,
could
a
call her.
boy and a moon Amazon alien woman.
That's what I like best, too.
Tell me more about the strawberries and the whipped cream.
To the everlasting friendship of our peoples.
Amen.
And now I know you must be tired. We will return tomorrow. And with your spacesuits, my foolish friend.
I can be had.
Yes, yes, he can.
Well, I hope you had yourselves a time.
If we didn't blunder ahead and
I
start...
don't get it. What are we clapping for?
No thanks to you.
No thanks asked. Question is, who's going to stand the first 2-hour watch tonight? Helen?
What for?
Walt?
Where is Walt?
Last I saw, he was wandering off with Beta.
Fast worker, that guy.
That's not
He was getting
funny.
cryogenically frozen in Space Mountain. It's fine.
Walt! Walt!
Must have been that asteroid that nearly hit him. But that's not important now.
Walt Walters! Didn't we agree to stick together?
Walt Walters?
He's in danger, Kip.
What do you think, Miss Solinger?
I think you're spoiling for a fight.
You're so right. Would you like to step into my private office?
Anytime.
Kip!
I don't think he's in danger, Kip.
I won't, slugger. Doug, stand guard.
Okay, Kip.
This way, Miss Solinger.
And I'm gay.
Oh, you know, it's
Now then,
Miss
which side are you
Solinger
on?
now.
I didn't know we had
Merrill.
sides.
I'm convinced you deliberately led us into this. I'd be very happy if you'd unconvince me.
I don't know what you mean.
Look, Helen, I have a very high regard for you. You're smart, you have
Nobody
courage.
knows what he means. He
You're
wasn't
all
speaking in a
woman,
complete
independent,
sentence.
and Led tried to make it you and me a long time ago.
Flattery will get you no place.
Helen,
Take your big hands off me.
not until you level with me.
Sir, do you realize how fast you were
Oh,
talking?
no, I'm not hurting you that much.
Don't let go, Kip.
Oh, it's gentle misogyny.
Danger, Kip. They want to kill you. They'll take the spaceship and they'll make me go with them.
Well, how?
They can, Kip. They control me.
Control you?
Even with Laird.
Oh, sure, give it
I
away.
liked you best. But Laird knew more, and they wanted
Rosebud's
me
a
to
sled. Bruce Willis is dead.
No. But hang on. Hold on tight.
You're doggone right I will. You're doggone right.
Whoa, hey.
You won't tell Laird about this, will you?
Oh, time for manipulation.
I don't want to hurt him, and I'll handle it. Let's get back to Earth first.
Sure, look, tell me. How do these catwomen intend to play their hand?
Well, not for a few days.
Well, they're going to put down an ace,
Don't worry.
and then they're going to
Can't do
go,
a thing.
canasta!
What about Walt?
Boys will be boys, I guess. Can we go in? I'm exhausted.
Walt Walters?
That heavy kissing was just exhausting. Goodbye,
Well?
me space amor.
You were right, Laird. My apologies. She's a fine girl.
Of course you
Okay, if they kiss, I'm running.
There's a lot of things I don't understand yet.
I've sensed a lot of sexual tension between these two,
scientific reason
wherever the hell they are.
These people may be far ahead of us in many things.
Not as far.
Yeah, there's definitely a Brokeback Mountain
mean?
vibe going on here.
Nothing. We'll talk about it in the morning. Let's get some sleep. And I don't think we need to stand guard. By the way, if Walt comes back, eat him out on general principles, will you?
You're the expert at that. You got my full permission.
You know, the more intense their feelings for each other, a centimeter is raised on every pant leg.
In a ratio of 6 to 1. The speed control retarder, the stabilizer, and the cutoff.
You're too smart for
So
me,
when
baby.
all of you wear this, you look goofy. Okay, I get it.
Why don't you stay on the moon and let me do your job?
Well, if that goal is piled as high as you say it is, one more trip and you can have my job.
It's there for the looking.
Come on.
Something's piled high.
And now, modern dance.
This we call willow flowing and the men must die and will we eat them.
So they're dancing in semaphore.
So I think it's SOM. Save our movie! I've always wanted to be a dancer.
Another man falls prey to the utter temptation of a little teapot short and stout. Hey, wait a second. Is someone short and stouting around here?
Okay, so he always wanted to be a dancer too?
The astronaut corps was his backup plan.
I want to find my inner goddess.
Wow, the romantic tension between these two is palpable.
Can I have eyebrows just like you?
You know, in the 1950s, this is considered sex.
In the 1950s, this was considered a movie.
Oh, well, that just pips all.
Now they go on that midnight train to Georgia.
Sorry to disturb you.
You're not going to tell me you have a headache.
What's the matter?
Doug's just gone off with a little lambda.
Lambda? Well, that's bad, Kip. She's the dangerous one.
Not Beta? What about Gamma?
Yes, you'd better go after them. There may have been a change in plans.
Okay. Their mood, I don't imagine they went very far.
Yeah, but watch out for Epsilon.
Hee hee, I'm evil.
Sucker! Oh, look, she looked at the camera. That's good. Stop staring at us. Okay, how do you do a vasectomy?
You know, she must have pressed those pants in a steel mill.
Funny you should say. Oh, hey, focus, focus.
Ada, it's really gold.
Okay, you're way too close to the camera. Come on, back up.
Gold.
Well, there's Gary Oldman again.
Gold.
I see this ending well. Well, alright. 0 for 1 is not bad. Oh god, I have such a headache.
Obviously, he's never seen Basic Instinct.
I want to share all my matte paintings with you.
What's the matter?
What, all 4 of
Go
them?
away, quick, quick.
But why? If it's anything I said or did.
No. No, please save yourself.
From what?
It's just,
From
you're
me.
incredibly unattractive.
Because I love you, Doug. Yet I must
You're
keep...
such a bad kisser.
I love you too, Lambda. And I'm not afraid.
It's Ralph, you
Listen
idiot.
to me. The survival of my people is at stake. In another few years, this underground world will be as dead as the bright side of the moon.
I will come back.
Did somebody say steak?
I promise. The ship is only the first of many.
But don't you see, we must be sure. 2 million years of civilization. Does one gamble that on a promise?
Lambda. I will come
No, kill him now. Yep, 2-million-year-old civilization doomed because of someone's horniness.
Kip, old man, I'm afraid I'm
Happens
going to
every time.
Seed for Walton Duck. You know, there must be something to this moon and romance stuff.
All right. Now, Helen, you say something.
It's obvious, isn't it? All that
Uh-oh,
poppycock I
this
told you out on
triangle
the stairs was
cannot
just
work.
to get you to go away. Now go away, will you?
That's what I'd like to do.
But
I'm sure not getting any help.
And you're not getting any.
What a weenie.
She's in tune
Come here,
with Helen.
baby.
Granger's explaining the automatic pilot.
I must talk to Alpha. Helen can tell her later.
Is it important?
Don't
Yes.
see.
I think we should take one of the men back with us.
Hey, I was listening to NPR. What
Because if we
gives?
show good faith, they might send more ships.
4 of us will be enough. We will get their women under our power, and soon we will rule the whole world.
But I
Why?
don't want to rule the world.
Oprah's business
I want to
model.
live on it just like the Earth people do.
Lambda, we are coming into a new situation. We must bring our culture to Earth.
No.
She's fallen in love with the radio operator.
Is that true?
Can you believe it? He is such an
There is
uggo.
no room in your life for love. We will choose your man eugenically. You and Beta
It's
will have
okay.
no
Movie's
children
almost
fit to
over,
carry on.
and there's no
The
cat
best
women
of
so
the Earth
far.
mongrels will be none too good.
I won't do it.
I love Doug, and you must take him.
Threats, my dear?
Yes. It just so happens you can't leave without
We
us.
talked about our
And I won't
favorite
tell you
bands,
why.
and they were right in
Lambda,
sync,
you
and we're gonna love each
will
other
tell me
forever.
why.
You think you can
In
force
sync?
My will is just as strong as yours.
Oh, I see another cat fight coming on.
Sorry, did you actually try to
And
hit
now
me?
we
Because
have
that
no
was just
time to
air.
waste.
Kip.
Well, I didn't
Yeah, you
expect
got
to
about
see you again.
5
I think we'd
minutes.
better plan on getting out of here.
No. When did you arrive at that momentous decision?
Some of these moon people are planning to steal our ship.
No.
But one of them is on our side.
I sense you're being
Helen's liable to be a
sarcastic.
bit of a problem, too. She's been marked. She's under the influence of these people.
Kid, you interest me strangely. What God's calling
So
me?
the cat women marked her. Oh, that's just bad.
I guess we sort of fell in love.
Blessings on you. She say when the cat women intended to try the little game?
As soon as they get all the information they need about the ship. Some of them was supposed to work on Walt and someone else on Laird.
Okay, what cat women? Stop. Where'd you get that?
Laird.
Dear Forum.
Where have you been? Never mind that. We're just curious to know what you two lovebirds have been talking about.
Don't tell him.
Why not? Afraid you'd be very much disappointed. We were just talking shop. Anything wrong with
Why are
that?
you writing dirty pictures in my journal?
Except the Catwomen are out to steal our ship, and Helen's tied body and soul to them.
That's a lie.
I resent that, Kip. What's your evidence?
Well, for one thing, Doug got the dope from Little Lambda.
Oh.
For another, Helen told me herself.
For another thing, their pants are way too low.
Not to kiss her, but just
That's
to hold
just
her.
wrong.
Let go of my hand.
Not this time, baby.
Oh, you are getting such an Indian burn.
Oh, thank you, Kip. Thank you.
Now,
Say,
set the record straight.
Uncle.
Are you in love with Laird?
No.
Have you been bleeding him for information to
I
pass on to
find him
Alfred?
repulsive.
Yes.
And who do you really love?
You.
You take it.
Petty jealousy. Yeah.
Oh. Hey! Get your hands off my boyfriend.
Hey, it turned into cop law.
Stop!
I know I should do something, and, well, I can't remember.
Where is she?
Helen!
Doug, they're on their way. I couldn't stop them.
Who?
Helen, Alpha, and Beta. Just the three of them. They're going to steal the
What the hell do you
Why did they
think?
take two more of your people?
They didn't want to for one thing. They couldn't for another. I hid out two of the spacesuits.
In that case, we're still in business, provided we can stop them before they reach the ship. Who goes with me?
Doug.
Let's go.
And for a third thing, I don't know.
Comes a time when you can't find it in the book. I know that now.
You know, I connected with that monologue because I connected with him as a character.
Unless something holds them up.
Time to pull up my pants and do something. Hey, that's mine. Hey, this one doesn't fit.
Lambda.
Well, she got tired of the movie in a hurry.
But you turned against us.
Darren will be so
It's a
disappointed.
moment of weakness. Wait for me here and I'll get another suit and join you.
It's a trap. Come on.
I won't let you go. Helen, look at me. My will is as strong as theirs. They'll kill you as they've killed Walt. Stay here.
You will come with us.
Don't listen. Stand firm.
Catwomen of the Traveling Pants.
Okay, I changed my mind. Don't stand firm.
Doug, the Catwomen are dead. Helen's all right.
Oh goody, your girlfriend's still alive. I'm so happy for you.
And as for you, young man?
I want to bring the spiders back. They were kind of fun.
Is your radio okay?
Yeah, I miss the spiders. They're really the center of this picture.
Tell them we're coming in.
Moonrocket 4 calling White Sands. Moonrocket 4 calling White Sands. Come in.
Okay, now that we're all looking goofy again, let's go.
You hear me, White Sands?
What? Who? White Sands to Moonrocket. Was that you?
Don't blow a gasket, White Sands. We're coming in. Leaving Moon at 0117 your time.
But what happened?
No, we're not going to answer you. You didn't answer us last time.
Over to you and out.
You know, this movie's got to have another 20-25 minutes to get to the climax of the film.
Yeah, well, it's going to pick up in, oh, damn.
Oh.
What, are you kidding me? It was just getting good.
And there you have it, everybody.
Well, if you're still with us, I hope you're drinking something alcoholic. And that concludes our first movie riff. Thank you, Craig.
No problem.
Thank you, Craig.
Does anybody want to mention a website or anything before we?
Silent, Craig.
Daniel, you want to mention anything? Anything, Daniel?
Nope, I'm good.
Oh. Well, you can find both of us on Google+. We also do a movie riff where we have lots of people. It's kind of a party, and we'll be doing it regularly starting next year. But, you know, this year it's Christmas, and people want to be with their families, you know, blah, 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 Christmas cheer and all that. But we'll see you next year, and hopefully we'll be doing some of these more with Daniel if he's wanting to. We won't be doing the same movie.
No.
For God's sakes, no.
I think we should do the same movie every time.
All right.
Isn't
See
that a
everybody.
good idea?
Okay.
Take care.
Thanks, Craig. We'll be getting somebody else. Thanks.
Take care.